I was thinking about when I was growing up, and before me, there were laws on the books that governed this society, a society. And it made America really a great place, these laws that were written. And then it held the sinners it had them under control somewhat. Because if they broke the law, then there was a punishment that came with breaking that law. And so as a result of that, the Christians were, for the most part, in control of things. And they weren't all perfect in the way that they were doing things, but at least they had these laws on the book that controlled the folks who didn't believe in God. And then all of a sudden, and I guess they've been working on this for years, because now things are changing. And so the laws are changing, right? And the laws that are changing are being used against the lawmakers, against us, the decent people. They're changing those laws, and now if we speak against their new laws, then we are punished for them. You can lose jobs, you can go to jail, you can whatever. And I'm thinking, how did that happen? Or no, why did it happen? I know how it happened, but I wonder, how is it that we have laws on the book to govern evil, and then now, today, the laws have changed for the most part, and the good people are controlled by the evil laws, the Christians. It's like we are playing catch-up now while they are laying down their foundation. And we're at a point where we have to follow their foundation almost, unless you're willing to just suffer for standing upright. And I wanted to give you some examples of how those laws have changed. For example, Planned Parenthood received over $500 million of our taxpayers' money last year to perform abortions. Over $500 million. There was a law in the book that said abortion was wrong, that it was wrong to have abortion. Not only did we not pay for abortions, we didn't even support abortion. But they started a movement and changed that law, and now we have to follow that law. Not only do we have to obey it, we help by paying for it. And when I say we, I mean the Christians. They help by paying for it, and at this point, there's nothing they can do about it. All we do is complain about it, but we can't change it. And we haven't changed, not that we can't, but we haven't. We now go along with it. We are in agreement by paying for it. And then there are a lot of Christians who are having abortions. So, that law changed. And then they had this law, sodomy. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called, right? There was a law against that. And that law was changed. And now, not only is that accepted, but same-sex marriage is being accepted. So it went from that to that, and we, the Christians, are being controlled by that. We will have to openly, eventually in all states, I don't see one state that's not going to be, where we will have to accept same-sex marriage. We're going to be walking down the street with people who are same-sex married folks and doing like straight people. We're going to see them in the churches and everywhere, and we can't do anything about it but complain about it. Oh, that's wrong. And then we're getting to a point where we can't even outwardly complain about it. These laws are being laid down every day. They're coming up with brand new laws, and they're taking away the laws that governs the people who are lawless. They don't believe in the law of God, the laws of God in their hearts. And these laws were set up, the founders, and they set these laws up according to the scriptures. And these laws are all being torn down, being taken away, and there's no outcry about it. And I noticed that these people are coming to the forefront and just acting out with no shame. Another example of that, there is a reality show, a couple of them, but one that I really find interesting is Sisterhood. You heard about this show? It is out of Atlanta, a group of black folks. It's about wives of preachers, first ladies of the church, right? And they are doing this reality show, and these women are absolutely out of control. Filthy mouths, dressing like whores and just makeup, thick makeup, and all that crap, and just angry and acting out, and their wives are preachers. And it's a reality show. Yes, there are some people out there trying to stop this, but they're not going to be able to stop it. They have a petition going for it, but they will not be able to stop it. Sisterhood is going forward. And the reason for that is because the laws are against the good and now support the bad. And then the people who are watching these shows, especially young people, and when I say young, I mean 50 and down, they see this. They're going to see the sisterhoods on this show making money, getting fame, and traveling and looking good. They're going to want to do it too. They don't have enough strength to reject that, and you're going to have more sisterhoods coming out. And these preachers are allowing their wives to do this. You should see them. They are like angry, out of control, carrying on women. And there's one woman in there who is quoting the Bible like 90 going north, but yet out of control. And they hate her for quoting the Bible because she's not limited, right? But it's a mess. And this happened to be a black reality show. And I think, how come the church is allowing this to happen? Why would these preachers allow their wives to do this? And what type of message is that sending to the next generation of girls, of young women? There's like no shame about it at all. And there used to be shame. So as Eve was coming out of the closet, the shame of being wrong is going away, is disappearing. And so there is nothing to stop. I mean, we are subject to laws of evil now instead of the other way around. So my question, and I want to ask Rhonda first, why? I don't know what happened to Christians that they became so cowardly. I mean, how come this power of evil, which is a fake power, by the way, evil really doesn't have power. It only has deception that look like power. What happened?
For more information or to purchase a copy of this show, visit us on the web at www.bondinfo.org or call 1-800-411-BOND.